Good morning. We back. Marjanke. Hello, my darling. TT, where you been? Good morning, Mr. Smith. Did you get that email I sent you, Nick? Give me a hand wave or something. Give me a hand wave if you got the email I sent you. Love the one you're with. Hey, I got to love the one you're with. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. You see that comment? Danny Sangs, thank you for pinning my cash up there. You are professional. I don't care what they say about you. That's a joke. Baby, if you say that at the office, baby, people be like, what they saying about me? Tell somebody, say, oh, girl, you so good. I don't care what they say about you. For real, what they saying about me? People be all nervous and paranoid and shit. That's funny to me. Been on while on Zoom. Or you are doing a Zoom meeting. I don't like Zoom. Hey, Cassie. I don't like Zoom. I want to be talking to people face to face. Nicholas, did you get that email I sent you? And I need to hear from our baby Vesper so we can know how him and Nicholas is doing. They're getting their test this morning. Mark, how did that meeting go? And who was that on here said that they hadn't seen their mother in 3 or 4 months? Baby, did you get a chance to go outside that nursing home and wave at your mama? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm reading the email. So what we're talking about this morning, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about, of course, voting blue, and we're talking about Joe Biden possibly picking Kamala Harris to be his running mate, or whomever he picks, especially at this point, because it really don't even matter. Because then when we had all these options, we didn't take it. Good morning, Michelle in the UK. Let's do it. We rallying behind them. We rallying behind them. I saw Rodney Perry was sick. I'm gonna call Linnell later. Um. It don't matter, y'all. You listen. We forgive everybody else for all kind of other shit. We can forgive Kamala Harris if she gets nominated and forget all her and just put her ass in office. Cause baby, we want to win. Like the lady said on the other page, do we want Kamala Harris, who we was mad at, or do we want 4 more years of Trump, who we won't be here to be mad at nobody else, cause he gonna kill everybody. I haven't seen my mom in 8 months because she's in South Africa. I'm here in the States. Wow, Hazel, but you talk to her every day. Have you been able to FaceTime her and stuff? I don't care if she rub people the wrong way. Donald Trump is rubbing people to the grave. So I'll take Kamala for the win. Shit. I'm over it. I'm just over it. I just want it over and done with. I want him out. Nicholas, you did get it? Oh, okay, great. What you thinking, player? What you thinking? You surely can listen to a Carlotta Blanton if you go look at it online. Because I ain't finna play no music right now. I'm being nosy. Right, everyone has passion. Girl. If y'all knew some of the ignorant shit, oh, you did get it, yes. If y'all knew some of the ignorant shit that I have said out of my mouth, oh my God, back in the day. Uh, oh, Nick, we got to talk as soon as I get off live. So I know if you finish working, you call me so we could talk. Marky Mark, we want to know how that meeting went. I'm surely bring. We fall down and we get up. Yes. We fall down and we get up. Yeah, we human, child. We all make mistakes. I made some ridiculous mistakes. I said some ridiculous shit out of my mouth. Baby. George, we missed you too. Let me see if I can get you come on here. With the one you love, honey, love the one you without. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Why is Mike White jumping in the shower at this time? Because this is when he decides to wash his ass. He said, how you going to tell a man when he need to wash his booty? I don't know the name of these frames. $39.99 on Amazon. Oh, Creative Spirits. I found a new one, Creative Spirit, a different baker, but they only sell it at this high-end store called Gelson's. But it costs $13.99 for like the small pack. It's good too. You say you was late going to the gym, so somebody is in your behind. Oh, well, you mean you behind. Hello, Lala, too. Bonjour. Okay, y'all. Nick Smith, paging Nicholas Smith. Good morning, Mr. Smith goes to Washington.
Okay. Yes, I'm going to give you a call when you get off live, but I had to let you know once again. Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Okay, look at here. So
So
look, so they're talking about Joe Biden might possibly pick Kamala Harris. And yeah, you know how I felt about Kamala Harris. But Nicholas, at this point, I'm telling you, I'm loving what we got because I'm going to have to roll with what we have. And I said this on Love Lounge last night. Black folks forgive everybody else. We forgive every other race. We forgive every other nationality. George Bush made a great speech last week for John Lewis's funeral. We forget all about half the shit he did. So we can forgive Kamala Harris, especially if she's our only option.
I think that what the polls are telling us right now, and those who have actually spoke with registered voters about Kamala Harris and their particular favorite or their particular pick, most voters feel as though that the time is now for a woman of color. And most voters who tend to lean Democratic are excited about a woman, period. I think that what we're also seeing evidence of that we're reporting today is also that what we know is that Democrats will support Joe Biden, whereas Joe Biden may not have had the same excitement that some of the other candidates generated. Democratic voters, or those who are registered and identify as Democrat, have signaled enthusiasm and intent to vote and support their nominee, which would be Joe Biden. I do believe Jim Clyburn's essay last week kind of gave a signal that he and the other members of the Congressional Black Caucus and those who tend to be what are considered the stalwarts of the African American community, particularly Southern voters, and we cannot negate the power of the Southern vote and South Carolina and how he pulled through a win for Joe. He kind of signaled to Vice President Biden that, hey, long as you win, that's what we're in this for. And we need to keep this excitement going because young progressives have spoken. They want to see systemic change. They want a real adjustment to the way policing is done. They want a real conversation about how we get jobs back. And they also want a conversation about what we're going to do about expanding healthcare. There are young people who are really concerned about not being able to access healthcare regularly, and that has been personified through the crisis we're dealing with right now with COVID-19.
Yeah. Okay, George, I see your message. Let us know when you're out and be safe, George. Then take care of yourself. I'm glad you're getting out the hospital. Nicholas, you know what? I don't care at this point. I'm with that whole statement. We just want to win, period.
And I think that there are a lot of people who are frustrated with this current administration. However, there are, we've also seen reports where there are people who feel as though President Trump was doing the right thing before COVID hit, right? They felt like the economy was strong. They felt like people were seeing real growth to their 401ks. I think that it is true that many feel as though the pandemic could have been handled differently. And I think that that has shown a spotlight on the way this particular administration chooses to govern. And that has a lot of people upset or concerned, particularly when we see that even some of the summer camps that had children, a large number of children became sick or were infected with COVID at the summer camp. So now we don't have a real plan in place, some would argue, on how we're going to reintroduce students back into the classroom and how we're going to test them once they're there. So that is a challenge.
Did you see the young white woman in Georgia on the news? She couldn't have been no more than 25 years old. She had 2 young sons, and she says, "Oh yeah, my kids are going to be fine. I haven't seen anything to prove otherwise."
And you know, and I hope she's right, because we don't want anybody's children sick, right? I think the
Not at all.
problem
Not at all.
at all, and I think that a lot of times parents don't know what to do. I think if you have young ones at home, one, you weren't prepared to try to educate them at home. I understand that challenge. I also think that there are those who are concerned that their child might catch something from the next kid. My kid was fine when he left. What happened? If we can't stop kids from possibly getting lice or the sniffles when we don't have a pandemic, I'm not sure what the plan is right now when we don't have one that we've articulated on how we're going to test, how we're going to separate, how we're going to treat, and how we're going to protect those who might be older in the classroom. I heard a statement by Secretary DeVos talking about possibly teaching 2nd and 3rd graders remotely. I'm not sure how you do that.
Who said that?
Secretary DeVos, Betsy DeVos, was talking about possibly teaching
Who?
classrooms. So your Secretary of Education. So yes, you know.
That ain't my Secretary of Jack. Fuck that bitch. She's an idiot. And yeah, I said it. Call her. Tell her I said it.
Before I go, I want to send a shout out to Vesper and his partner Nicholas, and I hope that they are doing well because I think we're supposed to find out how they're doing today, right? So we're sending.
Well, they went to get their test. They went to get their test today.
Gotcha. And the last thing I'm gonna say before I go, yes, I will call you later. We'll talk later. But also, I thought you were fantastic yesterday. This is another reason why I love you. The conversation you had with TS yesterday about blocking out the noise and living and doing what you know is right, being the way to success, because the deal is that's what friendship is all about. Like, I could tell there was something bothering her. I sent her a direct message this morning. I didn't hear back.
Oh, she probably taping. She's still taping the show.
No, I'm very okay with that. But it was one of those things where just wanted to let her know, keep her chin up. And I know that she's a really good friend of yours. Tell her to continue to walk in faith, keep her chin up, block out the noise. I love you. You and I will talk later today.
All right. Bye, my Nick. Y'all see my handsome friend Nick. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all he's sitting over there in his drawers. Tell him you're sitting in your drawers,
You know
Nick.
what?
He got his drawers.
You see that in me, don't you?
I'm
You
just
see
saying.
that?
Hey!
You see that in me, don't you? See,
Ooh, it's on the way. I'm gonna put it right in front of this school.
Goodbye, Emmy-nominated Flame Monroe. Goodbye.
Bye, Nick. That's my friend Nick, y'all. He's so crazy. Y'all didn't see me and Maddie live yesterday? Oh, honey, me and Maddie was in her hotel room. Maddie brings out the bad in me. Maddie make bad Flame Monroe. Bad Flame. Yeah, Nick is very insightful, very bright. That's my dude. For 25 years, I've been knowing that man. No, when I ain't gonna change my name to no Emmy nominated Flame, I still gonna be Monroe Flame. Y'all know about what? Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. That was rude. I tell y'all what. Y'all vote for that nigga if y'all want. I'm voting. I don't give a damn. I wouldn't give a fuck if he picked Boo Boo the Fool right now to be his running mate. I'm voting for him because guess what? I want Trump out, and I want this administration changed because it's horrendous for the education, for the health care, for all of that. We gotta make changes, and we can't just keep talking about it. Y'all got to do some shit. Yo, who you like? I ain't never liked Biden, but that's what we got. Shit, not like that. I mean, I didn't dislike him, but he just was my personal choice. Hello, my gorgeous auntie. You look
Hey,
beautiful this morning.
how are you doing?
I'm trying to maintain, honey.
I had to sneak into the office once again to grab some folders that I left here to get ready for yet another Zoom, but that's just me.
Get your coin purse, CT. Get your coin purse.
And you know what? I chase it down. Do you hear me? There are no coins left unturned in my eyesight. But you know what I'm thinking?
Who do you? And I know I saw your post, so I know who you like.
Right.
But at this point, are you still gonna roll with whomever he picks?
Oh my God, yes. Oh hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, because at the rate we're going right now, we're going to have a damn war in the street. All fueled by race, because that's his base.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of idiots. And the only common thread that they have is they feel like Black folks have taken something from them. And I only say, if you are a white male and you ain't got shit, and you think I trumped you with something, then you need to grow a rubber leg and kick your own self in the ass. Because it ain't nothing that you can say has been taken from you from nobody Black, but it's an excuse to sit on your ass and do nothing. So, just to get everything turned, because I think people are tired of fighting about race, but it's not going to get any better with the people that we have in there right now, because he's turned everything to race. He turned mass to race. Now he's sending the kids back to school to race. His retarded ass son ain't going back to school. I didn't mean to call him retarded, but
It's special sauce. Woo.
yeah, he's not going back to school. His school is not opening. But parents who are just struggling with doing the right thing, faced with also working, they're going to send their kids to school and they're out trying to get their kids something for school. It's almost the same feeling you get around Christmas. Everything's going bad, but you gotta get your kids something. So he can say that the economy is on an upswing. That's the reason he's pushing this whole agenda. I mean, and people are out trying to put pennies together. The stores are baiting them in with coupons and buy one pair of jeans, give 50% off. And it really is just a damn shame. It is sad. It's so sad. But, until we get his ass out, that's what we're going to be left with.
I don't know where people's heads are. I hate that people are so what's the word I'm looking for? Following a Pied Piper. I got my own man. I got my own way of thinking. I have my own strength that I'm going to use. And if I don't feel safe, especially for my children, baby, my children, we will be in this house until the walls come crumbling down with each other. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
But, race has been the oldest fight that has been consistent forever. I mean, we were brought over to stimulate the economy, and it worked. When it was brought to an end, it was still recapturing us to work for pennies on the fucking dollar for the same people who enslaved us. And so it's that whole mindset that they should be a governing body. So anytime it looks like, our kids are being educated or we're thinking on our own, they get angry, because once again, you can't point to any damn thing, especially if you're a dark-skinned Black person, overweight, uneducated parents, and the list goes on. Anything that doesn't look like the group that they feel like they've come together, if you don't look like them, they're gonna do everything to try to keep you out.
And I don't understand that, because they really not part of the Black culture. Because let me tell you something, y'all always quick to holler, oh, you could trust the light skin with smoke. I know some dirty red niggas, baby. Let me tell y'all. Woo! I know some dirty red niggas, male and female.
Don't get it twisted. But those are the mindsets, and you'll find that more prevalent in the Midwest. They're still thinking, I'm going to get all the crumbs I have, because then that puts me in a position where I'm even over my dark-skinned folks. They don't even realize that all they are porch niggas, the same ones that they treating everybody else. But that's a mindset in a less progressive state, but it's still very prevalent. I mean, very prevalent. I'll tell, a couple of my yellow friends, now, ain't no damn flies on my back either. So, bitch, I'm wagging my tail too. But it's just the mindset that has been taught to us from, commercials, people that they let be on TV, advertisement in print, and so forth. It's just the generational curse that we've just hung around. And now we're proud to be of color and be different and not look like, Cindy, that we're okay with looking like ourselves.
I'm trying, Auntie Williams, to hang on in here. Let me tell you something. I hope that people don't just get in their head because nope. Honestly, I ain't crazy for no Kamala Harris.
No,
Baby, I
no, no,
wasn't crazy
no.
for Joe Biden either. But guess what? I definitely am not crazy for the one that we have. I'm
But
willing to do anything to get this fool out.
but
So
you know, Kamala, I've rubbed elbows with her at some sorority events, and to see her amongst like her real core friends, she's just like one of the girls. But I think to fight against I'm smart and not just a yellow face. And then her old squeeze, the mayor from San Francisco, came after her. You know, it you know, soon as she started making a name for herself, then he started telling their kissing secrets. It's like you were married, she wasn't married. Your wife need to be kicking your ass. You were sleeping around with her. Kamala wasn't married when she was hoeing around with him. But you know, it's a constant fight, and she
that ain't
is
even what look. That ain't even what we down here in California hold her feet to the fire for. It was her record as a prosecutor on how she did black and brown men for such minute charges they would get in prison time. That's what we was against her about. But at this point, T.T. Waite Williams, oh, that's out the window to me
yeah.
because
Oh
if
yeah.
he appoints her, baby, I'm Team Kamala
Oh
because
yeah. Hell
that is
yeah.
who we have.
Oh yeah, I gave her some money, you know, just because. You know, I gave really everybody some money because I wanted to see somebody that looked like me get in and make some noise. And that's when she was running for her seat in the Senate. So it's not like, you know, I just fell in love with her, but Willie did come after her. And it's not uncommon, but because that's the way we're taught. My white friends or men of the past, I can call them right now and say, look, my son needs a letter, what's going on? And it's simply fine. But let a brother that feel like, you know, I was saying to myself or in my movements, you know what, your time is up. And it's just all. If that's what you bring into the table is a dick, I'll pass on that. Okay? They'll come for your job in a minute. Trust me and believe. So, you know, you guys knew her more intimately because of what state she's from. But I do know Willie started tuning up, and I'm like, it was over. It was a pass, and she surpassed you in, you know, respect, in achievements. Leave it alone. You were the one married.
Oh, excuse me, he was old insecure ass nigga, and you right, he was cheating on his damn wife.
Yeah, you know, so I mean, and it wasn't like he's going to be treated like a terrorist and off with his head, but he was the one who brought it to the forefront. As soon as she threw her head in the campaign, you know, he started piping up about, you know, I'm like, so what?
He should have
Okay.
bruised that
She not happy about it. She ain't saying shit.
nigga's ego and told the whole world, yeah, I did it, but it was truly only for money because it was.
Yeah.
It was some lady who just came out against somebody, and she said when he was on top of her, Herman Cain's ex, because Herman Cain, the
Right.
wife, the girlfriend said when he was sleeping with her, she was making out her grocery list in her head. Oh, that's terrible.
You know they both tiny men, so and I'm
Well,
not saying it has any
he even
relation.
more tiny now because he believed in Trump, and
Yeah,
he didn't wear a mask. And guess what?
he
Mask
gone.
it or casket. He chose what? Casket.
Yeah, right. He gone. I love you.
I love you too, T.T. Wayne
Oh,
Williams, and thank you for that
okay.
information. Now, who is your
All right.
girl? You like Rice?
I love me some Stacy, but if I can't have Stacy, I'll go with Susan Rice. But I'll take either one of them any day of the week.
Right. Turnbow, that ain't shady. That's a fact. I keep telling y'all, it's not shady when it's a fact. The nigga is dead because he went to the rally. So, girl,
Oh
you
yeah.
know what? I ain't even finna do you today. Let me
No,
get rid
for
of her
what?
right now. I blocked. She's blocked. Yep, she's bye. My
You
shit.
know,
I keep
it's
telling
the
them,
truth.
this is my shit. You don't like what I say? Bye. Oh,
Yeah, works for me.
I love you, TT.
Goodbye, sweetie. I love
Thank you,
all
my
you
darling. Have
this
a great
morning.
day.
All right. All right then. Bye, love.
Bye, love. Vesper, we want to talk to you. Okay. RJ, I see your message. I hope it's some money.
Hey, love.
Well, hello. How are you and Nick?
We're good. We just got the test done. Still asymptomatic, pretty much. We're just lethargic. No cough,
Did they?
no other
Oh,
symptoms,
good,
just headache
good.
and
Did they do the
lethargia.
nose? Did they do the nose thingy?
Yeah, just scraping our brain.
I
But
heard. I heard it was very uncomfortable.
it really was. But I mean, it was cool that we could both go at the same time. I found this one location that just had tons of, openings. So we all got, got off work early, came pick me up, and we rode down there together. They came to his driver's side and my driver's side. Hey, everybody. But yeah, so we'll find out. They said 3 to 5 days,
Well, we're
which
praying.
is
We're praying for you over here, Vesper. Vesper, who
no,
you
I've been
like?
feeling.
Who you want?
I like AC Abrams, but this is the thing. I've never really shared my political views with you. I am actually an independent. I'm registered as an
Okay.
independent because I tend to vote Green Party. Last election, I voted for Jill Stein. Um, but I've only voted Republican once, and it was a senator because he was running unopposed. It was Isaacson, who is Loeffler's current seat. So he was in her current seat. But other than that, I mean, I've always voted Democrat until this last election. I voted for Jill Stein because her whole platform was Bernie Sanders' platform. Same exact platform. It was Medicare for all, a new Green Deal. All of those things really resonated with me. And on top of that, I was like, I knew that Hillary wasn't going to win Georgia, and I couldn't vote for her. I really just, on principle. So I was like, if I'm going to vote for a woman, I'm going to vote for a woman that actually mirrors my progressive values. And I voted for Jill Stein. So when
Okay,
it
so let
comes
me ask you now, how does this work? How does it work? So when it's a Democrat, Republican, but then there's an independent. Okay, so we knowing that the independent realistically probably not going to win. Let's just be
oh, of
honest.
course.
So now,
Yeah,
like
no,
now,
never.
even if we have some independents now, we know this race is between Trump and Biden. So as an independent, where do you not vote, or do you take your vote somewhere else?
Normally I would take my vote somewhere else, but this is a different ball game, this election. It's like I've already made up my mind that I'm most likely going to vote for Biden. However, I'm, very much have my finger on the pulse with other independents, and a lot of them, especially the old Bernie supporters, are going to vote for Kanye. I'm like,
For
man,
who?
like for Kanye. That's what they're talking about. It's like right in Bernie or right in Kanye is what they're talking about online. And that has me really worried because I mean Bernie had a lot of supporters, and that's why Trump won, is because all the Bernie supporters didn't vote for Hillary. And I was one of them, but at the same time I know that it really didn't matter because of where I am in Georgia, but this year it's different. It's like, and I don't think it's going to be any different under Biden. I'm just keeping it real. I don't think it's going to be any different. I think he's just going to be more presidential, and that he's going to, be less racist with the way he talks. But I don't think policy-wise he's going to be doing anything different because he's got the same handlers. So I'm going to vote for him. However, everybody that thinks that the world is going to be different on the other side, I mean, we still got so much damage that he has done. It's going to take years for us to see any results, even if,
I've said that. I've said
he
that
goes
numerous
full
times. I
progressive.
believe that. I believe that. Now that I believe is going to take about 20 years to fix all the shit the irreparable damage that he has done. But Vesper, I don't know about that whole independent thing because it just denigrates the vote to me, because if you see that the fight is between this one and this other one throwing their hat in the ring, you just wasting the time. But that's kind of like a wasted vote to me. And I understand you can't change your mind on that. But people who thought like you with Hillary, even though those people hated Hillary, it was a split the vote because we needed those votes with Hillary because whoever the
Yeah.
independent was at that time was not going to win. The fight was clearly between Trump and Clinton, and they went
Yep.
somewhere else. Those votes went towards Clinton. I mean, towards Trump to me.
Yeah, they did. And that's why I'm going to vote for Joe. It's like, I know that, especially the way things are here in Georgia, he actually has a chance of winning Georgia. So I have to give him my vote. We have to get Trump out of office. That's really all that matters. And,
That's
you know,
what's
as much as
important, to win. We have to win.
yeah, I mean, as much as I don't like him, I'm going to vote for him because it needs to be done. And, you know, as far as me being independent, the only reason why I registered as independent is because I feel like they shouldn't know which way I'm going to vote. Like, I tend to
You
vote
never,
Democrat.
but Vesper, understand that you never have to explain your political view. However you feel as a political, that's your right. You don't have to explain that part. But I just don't understand when you're independent and you clearly see that the fight is between two other people. If you don't pick one of those people, you still lose because you need to pick one of the winning sides. Whoever was independent in 2016, I couldn't tell you because I don't know. We knew
Yeah,
it was the fight was between Clinton.
there was a libertarian candidate that was on the ballot, and Jill Stein was the other candidate that was running, but she was not on the ballot here in Georgia. I had to write
Well,
her.
wait a minute. Didn't Jill
So
Stein get accused of taking money from the Russians?
she did, but she didn't. She got accused of it, but she never did. And that was
Oh,
the
okay.
big old thing, you know. And part of the reason why I didn't vote for Hillary wasn't because of the Benghazi or the emails. There was some witchcraft stuff going on in the emails that kind of turned me off to her. And that was also when I learned, you know, like, okay, I got off of Facebook around that time too, because I realized that Facebook was manipulating me. So, you know, because they come after independents when they try to manipulate people. They come after people that have an open mind and can change their views easily. And I'm one of those people. So I recognized all of that stuff that they talked about. If y'all haven't seen the documentary, Kill Chain on HBO, it's all about the Cambridge Analytica scandal and how they were manipulating people for Brexit, and then they used that knowledge to manipulate people during the 2016 election. Facebook is manipulating y'all. Get off of it, boycott it, do what. I mean, I know Instagram is part of Facebook, but I'm telling you, like, you got to think for yourself and really do your own research. And I wish I would have done more than just skimmed over her emails. I wish I would have read all of them, you know? And I think if I would have, I mean, I was also burnt really hard by the fact that they didn't choose Bernie. Like, I'm an avid Bernie supporter.
I was never riding with Bernie. Let me tell you how I feel about Bernie. Bernie is too emotional. He gets too emotionally vested involved until he gets too angry. And Bernie, some of his policies I actually kind of liked the first time he was going to run. But the second time, when I looked at Bernie, and mind you, the first time I didn't start liking Bernie until after he conceded, which was way too late, to Hillary. It was way too late, and then he was
Yeah.
not nice to Hillary when he conceded. He's an angry old bastard. I didn't want to vote for you. You know that movie Grumpy Old Men? They should have put that nigga's face on the poster.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just like it because of his policies about, you know, making sure that we get off of fossil fuels and on renewable energy, about, you know, Medicare or healthcare being a right. You know, that's what I really like him for. But you're right. He comes off as an angry man. The other reason why I like him is because he's Jewish and he speaks out against Israel's treatment of the Palestinian people. Like, I'm all about, you know, free Palestine. And it's hard for you to be discussing that type of stuff online because they'll say you're anti-Semitic for speaking out against the Israeli government or Netanyahu. And it's like, no, that's not anti-Semitic. I love all my Jewish friends. I have no problem with them. It's the Israeli state, the government. And that was the big thing for me, is like, he's the only candidate that can actually come out and speak out against it. They can't call him anti-Semitic because he's Jewish. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as far as this VP pick, though, I already know he's going to choose Kamala. He's going to choose
so?
her.
You think?
Well, they already, you know how the reporters be doing. They caught a glimpse of his notepad and how he was supposed to be talking up Camilla. It was like Thursday or Friday. So I think she's definitely at the top of the list.
Oh. Ooh, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I'm looking at an email, Vesper, and it's got some numbers on there that I like to see, and they attached to my legal name. Good God. Come on, God. Look at God. I'm a happy point this
I
morning.
love you, Flame.
Okay. I love you more, Vesper. I'm glad you and Nick are feeling better. Keep us updated. You know we're going to see you every day. Huh?
Okay. I was just saying congratulations on the Emmy nomination. I was looking at who you were who's running up against you. You got some good, it's for director, isn't it?
It's
Is
for the
that what
record,
the
but it was because it was my episode that if she wins, I win. But Linda
right?
Mendoza, who's the director of the episode of They Ready, if is up against Eddie Murphy for Saturday Night Live. That's probably the biggest name we're up against.
That's what I was looking at. That and Last Week Tonight, because that Last Week Tonight episode that got nominated in the same category was a really good episode too. And
So
so,
even if I don't win, I won because look who I'm up against. You know what I mean?
right. I'm so happy for you. So happy for
They
you.
got me in the same
Congratulations.
category as Eddie Murphy. Oh,
Eddie Murphy. Right.
thank
That's
you,
so
Bessie. We
dope.
love you, darling. Please feel better. Mwah.
Love you too. Thanks. Bye.
That's our best. That's my white chocolate, y'all. That's my white chocolate. Child, because people got to go to work. People ain't got no money. They got to work. People got to work, 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 work. That's what Rihanna said. Work, 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 work. Give it to me. Work, 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 work. George, are you out? Are you able to talk yet?
It's fine.
Mr. Well, hello, Mr. Raunchy. How you feeling? I see the hospital curtain behind you. We got a bad. Oh, the hospital. The hospital. You know, the hospital reception be jacked. George, that's because you're in the hospital. Hello, can you hear me? Hi, George. How are you, baby? The the Wi-Fi is bring you back in. That Wi-Fi is bad. Oh, y'all so shady. Y'all think that? But that let me tell you something. But that's Eddie Murphy. See, y'all got to understand that that is the legend.
Hey, baby.
Well, are we in the kitchen? Ow, what's going?
In the
Oh, I
kitchen.
like that. Miss Pam, what is that floor? Let me see that design. That's pretty.
I made this up. I put it together myself.
What is it?
It's like a marble. They come in pieces like a marble. It's marble, but they come black and white in panels. You know, in
Oh,
pieces. So they have to
let
be
me tell you
laid
something.
together.
You and Cassie both must be some old carpenters over there. What y'all know about that? What y'all know about being
But you
carpenters?
know, Mama, you know when you have 2 cents and what is it? When you got a beer pocket, $1 million taste and a beer pocket book.
Oh,
One
champagne tasting beer. It's champagne tasting beer bottle pockets.
there you go. See, you got to be inventive. You got to know how to make 2 pennies holler. You know what I mean?
Well, they screaming over there, baby. I love it. It's beautiful.
Thank you. And then I have orange. I love orange.
Well,
So,
girl, I loved orange too until 2016. I stopped loving orange. I go back to loving it November the 4th. Shit.
my orange is real beautiful orange, not that other fake spray shit.
Come on, Pam.
Honey,
Girl.
please. This is my pick. This is my 3 top. Susan Rice, Kamala, and Stacy. Okay.
Not Val Demings.
I had to do my research on all the rest. Those are the ones I know that I would love to see in the cabinet, and or vice president.
Right. Now
I'd like
Kamala to be Secretary of State or be on the cabinet. I like to see her in that position.
Oh,
I like to see her on the Supreme Court because I know she's gonna stand her ground.
Oh,
but
honey, she's a bulldog. That's one thing
yeah.
I noticed about her because I was on the fence about her. Like, who is this politician from San Francisco?
Baby.
And followed her. I'm like, but when she, you know when she got me? In those different hearings for various things. The hearings, honey, I said, who is this bitch? She don't play.
Yeah.
She don't play. She holds her, knows what she's talking about.
Miss Pam, tell them people to stop calling you while we on live.
Ain't nobody calling me.
Oh, okay.
Ain't nobody
Your,
calling me.
your internet pregnant. I love those floors, Miss Pam. I'm so jealous of those floors.
Don't be, child. Don't be. You just gotta, this is the thing. I couldn't get the whole floor like this. So I said, I'm going to get me some middle part and I'm going to do the rest in an outline. But I said, these right here, I got to have in the kitchen. Period.
I love it.
So what you do is if you can't have the whole thing, get a piece of it.
Ooh.
Get a piece of
Did you hear that? Y'all only get a piece. You only need a tank. The black people say, just get a tank.
A tank. So, because you can still look at it. That's how you do. Hey, you know what? I didn't know Lady Red Couture had passed.
Yeah, she passed last week.
I just found out like an hour ago, on the computer machine. I was like,
I met her maybe twice here in California. Nice girl, big girl. Oh, she was a big girl, but really nice, really nice.
I'm heartbroken today. I'm going to feel so bad the rest of the day, but I'm just going to be looking and laughing with her on all episodes of Hey Queen because I had no idea. I'm so hurt. She
had a wonderful spirit, big personality, super talented. Oh my God.
And she worked her wardrobe and her hair and the nails
and she was a big woman. She was about 6'3" and her flat feet and wore heels. And she was a big. She wasn't fat, but she was robust.
She's a big girl, but she was. Her spirit was something else. I'm gonna miss her on there. I hope Johnny McGovern. I hope he is okay after a while because I know that got to hit him way down deep because they were two like peas. Yeah, I heard me.
She had a great fan base in the white gay community too. The white gays adored her. Oh my God, they loved her.
Yeah, it seemed like.
And they kept her working because the black ones out here, if you could find a spot, and some of the other ones, some of the racist ones, because there's a lot of racism out here in the gay community. I said it on my page.
Yeah, say it. It's true. It's not like it's not true. It's true. You can ignore it, but it's true.
She had a very go along to get along attitude. I, on the other hand, did not.
No,
but I was so talented. I was so talented and we could destroy the whole room that you didn't have to like me because the audience fucking adored me.
Exactly. Of course. Oh, right. You are Emmy nominated.
I am. Even when I wasn't Emmy nominated, them bitches couldn't hold a candle to me.
Of course.
We're talking about Lady Red Couture. She passed on. I think she had diabetes or something. I don't know if she died from COVID.
She had this syndrome called, I had never heard of it, vomiting something, cyclical vomiting syndrome. I had never heard of that.
So it makes you regurgitate? It makes you regurgitate?
Yeah, she would get, it's a condition where you feel nauseous and you feel like you're about to, vomit. And it repeats. I guess, all in that intestinal system. It is a syndrome. They don't even know what it develops from or how it manifests. It's just one of those crazy things. But, I'm just heartbroken. She was only like 43.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's so sad. Rest in peace.
Tomorrow is definitely not promised. And rest in peace, Lady Red Couture.
And another thing, these people who don't think that COVID is real, I got two things for you. This boy, 17 years old in Georgia, he is now an orphan. His parents both died within 5 days of each other.
I got another one. Herman Cain, who believed Trump, who went to the rally with no mask, and who is not here to tell the story.
No, well, he can't get on Facebook no more. He can't tweet no more, and he can't IG no more. So, hey. And then another lady in Florida, Mark might know about this, in Lauderdale Estates or whatever down there, she lost both of her 20-year-old kids that were in their 20s. She lost her kids, both of her kids, and this kid in Georgia lost both of his parents. So tell me,
y'all already know. Let me tell y'all something. I'm praying over, man. I have played the blood of Jesus. I'm trying to follow protocol as much as possible. But I can tell y'all right now, if something happened to one of my children, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm done. I'm done.
I can feel
I
you.
would be
I
done.
know.
I'm telling
I
you, I
know.
would be all my personality. I would be ready to give up because, girl,
I
I'm not
know.
equipped for that. I'm not built for that.
It's you don't want to experience that. You don't want it. You don't want no parts of that at all. Just ask that. Remember the lady who had the son who died from leukemia? Just ask her. You don't want no parts of that.
Yeah.
It's
Whew,
horrible.
scary. Okay, let me get
Horrible.
that thought out of my head. I love you, Pam.
I'm glad that you
Where's the
are too.
family?
So glad that you
Where's
are
baby?
too, darling.
Where's hubby at work?
Hubby's working. He's on the line. He's on the line. Oh, my son
Get to.
was over this weekend from Brooklyn. He came to see us.
Oh, okay. Did y'all spray him
Yeah.
with some lights? Did y'all spray him?
We
Look,
sprayed him with some Lysol, made him change his clothes on the porch. He wears his mask in the house.
very
Oh,
good.
oh yeah, honey, we don't play that. We don't play that. We look, we instead of hugging, we have to booty touch. So I booty
Oh,
touches when he comes in.
you so funny, man. Oh my God,
I love
Jesus.
you. Good to
I
talk
love
to
you
you.
more, Mama. Thank you. Have a great day,
Oh,
Pam.
you look yellow is your color, Mama. Yellow. I love
Yellow.
that.
What yellow? What yellow?
Yellow.
Which one?
The
Girl,
bandana.
I can rock every color, Pam. I'm
You
multi-dimensional.
are, but you know, you hadn't rocked the yellow, and I was like, oh, he's got on the yellow. That yellow really puts up all the skin tones, and it's a brightness. I liked it.
It make all this look, it make all these grays pop. You see them grays coming back in already? Good
But I
God.
liked it. It was cute. It was cute.
Oh, thank you, my Pam.
All right, talk
Mwah.
to you later.
Y'all say
Mwah.
about it, my Pam. That's our Pam, y'all. That's our one of our New Jersey correspondents. Cause you know I got them all over the globe, baby. I got them. They everywhere. They like Visa. They everywhere you want to be. They like everywhere you want to be. I got them all over the globe. I got them over here in London. Where you at, London? Where you at, London? Is London Bridge falling down? Michelle, is London Bridge falling down?
No.
Oh my God, this is a beautiful reception. Girl, where you at? Wherever you at, you need to be there every time I call you.
Well, you know what? I'm at work, actually. I get better reception at work than I do in my house. So, yeah, I'm here.
Pam, Michelle, is London Bridge falling down? And how big is Ben? Ooh.
Well, Ben is huge.
Ooh. How many
And
men can say that? I'm
London
huge.
Bridge has been falling down for a long time. I think you've got the original somewhere, but it's been falling down for a long time. How are you?
I'm
Emmy
good, Michelle. How are
nominated
you?
Play Monroe.
Right. Michelle, let me ask you a question. What y'all looking like with the COVID over there? Is the numbers actually going down over there?
Yes, madness. Our Prime Minister, Mr. Boris Johnson, he's lost his mind. He's like your special sauce, Mr. Trump. He
Woo!
he, he literally. I wish I could do that with him over here. He's basically running before he can walk. He's put some suspensions on some of his, opening up of the indoor events. And basically, he wants to try and put, if you're over 50, everyone's got to self-isolate. But my thing is, if you're fit and healthy, that shouldn't apply because I'm over 50 and I've been fit and healthy. My daughter's been tested. But he's just basically not thinking about, the longevity and what's really going on. I think they lost the plot from when they started reopening very soon, too early, back in May, and it's just gone mad now. It's like they want to open, like racehorses, getting to that finish line. They want to open, and then it's like they're not thinking about the consequences. I was having a conversation with my daughter this morning. Now, bear in mind, I don't have any small children. And at the beginning of lockdown, they were saying about giving the kids laptops and iPads and make them do some form of virtual education. My thing is, I think they should have really kept that up because if you think about it, when kids were at school, the learning's probably only about 4 hours in the day. I think if they had them something virtually home, I don't think you should send your kids back to school in September until they got this whole situation a bit more firmly grasped and more information. They're lacking a lot of information on testing results, immune systems, you know. Everyone is like,
Michelle, what is the British school system like over there, ratings wise? Do you feel they did a good job with your daughters?
well, you know what? It's one of these situations. If I could, my mum and dad are from Trinidad. If I could have sent my kids to Trinidad, their education, just the education, I would have done that. I don't believe English schools are that great unless you can afford to pay for an education. And even then, there's no guarantee you're going to get a good education.
Wow.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of, you just do what you can for your own child, basically. That's what I believe. So when it comes to me, I impart a lot of information myself. I make sure they're very worldly, so they see things beyond London, beyond England, outside the world as well, you know, and get influenced in a lot of new, experiences. Because believe it or not, a lot of kids in London have been outside of London, which is really weird. I've been lucky. I've been able to travel. I've been able to do certain things as a young black woman living in London. Bear that in mind. Some you could say elitist. I used to ride horses. I've done skiing, which for a black woman and a black, young teen back in the day was quite unusual because you had to have a certain amount of, money to cover your hobbies. In England now, everything is, if you can afford to pay for it, you're great. If you can't, there's a real divide. And it's sad because, there's a lot of, comprehension school that kids go to, and I feel they're lacking. They want to put subsidiary to other private schools, other private adult education facilities. Nothing for the community, nothing for
Michelle,
the young
somebody
masses.
must be calling you.
No, not me, baby. My phone's good. Can you hear me? Maybe they're phoning you.
No, they're
Can
not
you hear
calling.
me?
I'm clear. You were great, and then it started going fuzzy in and out. But you're okay. We hear you.
Are you still hearing me? So anyway, in a nutshell, it could be better in England for the education system. I think it should be a lot better. My kids are grown. They have to kind of find their own way now. I think the next generation of kids coming up, like you said, to change the system of the world, it's going to take a good 20 to 30 to 50 years maybe. So
Yeah.
I think you as, with your children, the younger generation, implant as much education as you can and about past history. I keep saying this, I feel like a broken record. But education is the key. Knowing your history is the key. And knowing yourself as well is a bigger key.
George wants to know if you know how to cook, Michelle. I think George is flirting with you. George Raunchy wants to know if you know how to cook.
Of course I can cook. As a black woman, even though I'm English, I'm a black woman, I can cook.
Wait a minute. I know some black bitches that can't cook, so don't do that.
No, baby, no, my parents are Chinese.
Baby, I know some that can't do shit, baby. I know some that can. They make it up in the bedroom, but they can't cook worth a damn. Good God.
Oh, you see, we can break it up and mix it up in both ways. I'm cracking eggs in the kitchen and breaking bones in the bedroom.
We love you, Michelle. Thank you.
Right?
My God, that Michelle is a mess. Baby, I know some black sisters that baby can't cook or can't boil 2 hot dogs, baby. They burn the water. How the hell you burn the water? Good God. That ain't nobody. That's just my baby daddy. That's just... Hello, Mark.
Hey.
How was the meeting?
Okay, it was good. I can't say too much, but it was good.
Okay, we don't want to know all the details. Did you wear a suit jacket?
No.
Very unprofessional.
Did Michelle just said breaking eggs in the kitchen and bones in the bed? I cannot.
You better pick up on them old school terms. You better use that. That's what. That's called wisdom, Mark. You have to use that on your dip, on bait and all that.
Okay. I want to bounce off of Vesper's conversation.
Are you in the bed?
No.
Oh.
I'm in the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
I was on my computer.
Wait a minute. So, Mark, who you like? Because I know you guys, I know you vote differently too, but who you like? VP for Biden.
Okay, so Karen Bass, I think, is his. Okay, let me break everything. Wait, Biden, traditionally a VP is important, and I know people bring up my age, and I didn't want to say this because a lot of people know. I actually I was a political strategist for a big political group here in Florida. So I'm not completely dumb when it comes to politics, and not that people say that, but don't think that I'm just, oh, I need to continue living life to grow. I actually have a good head on my when it comes to
Well, we
politics.
be talking about sex talk. You don't know about no sex talk. We ain't talking about politics. We go. We let you go.
Normally talk about politics, but traditionally a VP is just it's not as exciting. But right now, Biden does not have excitement behind his campaign and doesn't have enthusiasm. So for him, I know someone, I think it was on YouTube, someone O Street, they said that it's not important or doesn't matter. But it actually is important right now, because if Biden chooses the wrong person, we have less than 95 days, right? Or 93
Yeah,
days or
we
something.
got we have like 94, 93.
So we have 93 days between the election. If Biden chooses the wrong candidate, from now till that time of election, Biden has this small of a window. If he chooses the wrong person, the media, regardless of what outlet you watch, they're going to focus on that person's bad history. For example, Kamala. Okay, so now airtime is going to be focused on people complaining and talking about Kamala and bringing up her past, instead of talking about Joe's campaign and what he's going to do for the American people. So politics is a game. You need to ensure that you're one step ahead of your opponent, but not only that, that you do everything you can to avoid distractions on your campaign. And a Kamala Harris and a Susan Rice are two huge distractions for not only Republicans, but people who are leaning middle left and middle right, because that's who Joe Biden needs to capture if he wants to win. And so an exciting candidate, vice president, VP pick for Biden, is going to give his campaign some momentum, and it's going to be even greater if they can spend these next 93 days focusing on their campaign message versus these people's history. So I think Susan Rice, you guys have to remember too, I don't know if a lot of people know this, 2016, Susan Rice had to withdraw from being Obama's Secretary of State pick because she was not going to get confirmed in the Senate because of her Benghazi history. So if she couldn't get movement for a Secretary of State position confirmation, then how in the world is she going to escape that as a VP pick? So it's very tricky, but I think Karen Bass, I love her, and I'm not, again, I'm not a Democrat. I don't claim it either party. But Karen Bass, I think, and I will say this now: if it comes out next Monday that Biden picks Kamala or Susan Rice, I will do some crazy shit to put my foot in my mouth. I will eat crow or something, because this is really going to test, I think, my.
I got something that might be a little more tasty than crow, but we'll talk about that on offline. What happened?
Look, said Kamala can hold her own, but you have to understand, Kamala can hold her own, but you're not Kamala. It's not about Kamala at that point. It's about getting
It's not about
people in the middle of the country, and people.
That's right.
Left or right, you have to capture them, and people will not like a Kamala pick. So it's not about
which is why Hillary lost. Hillary did not lose because black folks didn't like her. Hillary lost because white folks didn't like her.
correct.
I'm telling y'all, you got to pay attention. Mark, I understand everything you're saying, Mark. I get it. And I do think that it will throw a monkey wrench in the game plan, and not in a positive way. But at this point, I'm still going to roll with Biden, even whomever he picks. But if I had my say so, my choice, it wouldn't be her. That's me.
Yeah.
So,
and the thing, this was talked about earlier too. I don't want to lose my focus. When you're trying to capture the people who are in the middle of the country, you're talking, and when I say middle, you're looking at people who are leaning to the left and to the right. For instance, what happened with Bernie Sanders? Bernie, and this is what I wanted to bounce off of with Vesper. Bernie Sanders' policies are fake. And when I say fake, I mean that he is not going to have this, because you have to remember, just because he's super progressive, Congress is not that progressive. There may be a few progressive leaning Democrats, but he's not going to be able to put forward these policies that he talks about and boasts about without help from Congress. So he puts this stuff forward, but it's not realistic. The stuff that he says is not stuff that's at this moment in time is going to be able to pass and come into law. So Bernie, the problem with him, and why my frustration with him, is not only is he a crybaby, but the Bernie bros, they worship that man, and they will not vote for anybody outside of Bernie.
we have 5 seconds, Mark. I love you. I love you guys. I ain't